Let us now solve a few problems on crystal structures. In this first problem, we have given the intercepts in the ratio 3a, 2a is to 3b. We have to determine the Miller indices. Miller indices have to be determined for a set of parallel planes making intercepts in this ratio on x and y axis. But this plane, given plane is parallel to z axis. Parallel to z axis means this z intercept is infinity. That is the point. Here a, b and c are the magnitudes of primitive vectors. The lattice, what are given values? Just list them out. Intercepts are given 2a, 3b, that is x intercept is 2a, y intercept is 3b and z intercept is infinity. Why is this infinity? Because the plane is parallel to z axis. We have to find the Miller indices. And solution, we had learnt few steps to determine the Miller indices. In the first step, we have to find the intercepts x, y, z in terms of the basis vectors. 2a, x is 2a, y is 3b, it is given, and z is infinity c. Second step is to divide these values by the primitive vectors. Means x intercept should be divided by a, y intercept by b and z intercept by c. That is why you are getting 2, 3, infinity after dividing these values by their corresponding primitive vectors. And then step 3, we have to take the reciprocals of that ratios. 2, 3, infinity were there. Reciprocal of 2 is 1 by 2. Reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. Reciprocal of infinity is 0. Okay, you should be careful here. 1 by infinity is 0. And fourth step is to take LCM of denominator and multiply the above 3 ratios by this LCM. That means LCM is 2 into 3, that is 6. That 6 should be multiplied with each ratio. If 6 is multiplied with half, you will get 3. And if 6 is multiplied with 1 by 3, you will get 2. If 6 is multiplied with 0, that gives you 0. So these are the Miller indices. The lowest 3 integers that are used to represent a plane are known as the Miller indices. That are the values which we have got. And in this second problem, an element has FCC structure with lattice constant 3.52 angstrom is given. We have to calculate interplanar distance for 3 to 0 planes. Although they are expressed inside the flower brackets, you need not have confusion. This flower bracket indicates that 3 to 0 is representing a set of parallel planes. For a single plane, we use the parenthesis, means we write the values, the Miller indices inside the parenthesis if you take the single plane. For a set of parallel planes, this flower bracket will be used. Let us see the given values. Lattice constant A is mentioned here. 3.52 angstrom is given. And you have to convert that into angstrom. It has been converted into angstrom here, you can observe. 1 angstrom means it is 10 power minus 10 meter. So that lattice constant is 3.52 into 10 power this one minus 10 meter. And Miller indices are given to be 3 to 0. You have to calculate the interplanar distance, that means D. The equation for that is D equal to A by square root of h square plus k square plus L square. A means lattice constant, it is given. H, K, L are given. Just substitute these values and get the answer. And in the second problem, in the third problem, a substance of FCC structure has interplanar distance 9.76 into 10 power minus 11 meter for 320 planes. Calculate magnitude of lattice factor. It is simply similar to the previous problem. In the previous problem, A was given, but here we have to calculate that A. D is given here, HKL are also given. You have to calculate A. Just simplify this equation, substitute given D value and HKL value. You will get the answer. And in the fourth problem, the data given are HKL 111 because it is given that a sodium chloride crystal is used as a diffraction grating with X-rays. For D11 spacing means this subscript represent the HKL values, spacing of the chloride ions. The angle of diffraction 2 theta is 27.5 degree. 2 theta is given, not theta. We have to find out theta for calculation. If the lattice constant of the crystal is 0.563 nanometer, what is the wavelength of X-rays? So that given values are HKL, 2 theta, lattice constant. It is in nanometer, that's why it is converted. It is that nanometer, that is converted. And wavelength to be found. In this case, two equations are required. First, you calculate D because D is not given in the problem. Using this A, given A value, and HKL values, find out the interplanar distance. Then use Bragg's law, that is n lambda equal to 2d sin theta. N should be taken as first order unless it is mentioned. Okay, if it is not mentioned in the problem, you can assume that n is equal to 1. Of course, it is not wrong if you take n equal to 2 when n is not mentioned in the equation. But usually we take n equal to 1, right? And D is calculated here. Theta, 2 theta is given, half of that should be taken, 27.5 divided by half, divided by 2. Theta is equal to 27.5 degree divided by 2. That gives you theta value. And that theta value should be substituted here so that you will get this answer, 1.545 angstrom. And in problem number 5, determine the atomic radius in a face-centered cubic crystal in which a set of 110 planes have spacing 2 angstrom. So what are the given values? HKL and D value. It is given having spacing 2 angstrom. It is this face-centered cubic crystal. Atomic radius is to be calculated. So in this equation, first find out A because atomic radius can be calculated if you know A value, that is the lattice parameter value. Therefore, you rearrange the equation. A will be equal to D into square root of H square plus K square plus L square. D is given 2 into 10 power minus 10 and HKL 110. 1 square plus 1 square plus 0 square. That gives you D value 2.828 angstrom. And for face-centered cubic crystal system, expression for radius of an atom is given in terms of A in this way. So R is equal to A by 2 root 2. A is here 2.828 angstrom divided by 2 root 2 gives you 1 angstrom. That is the answer in this case. And if the density of NaCl is 2.6163 gram per centimeter cube, molecular weight 58.45, determine the spacing between the planes parallel to the FCC cubic lattice faces. Avogadro number is given. We have to calculate the spacing between the planes parallel to FCC cubic lattice faces. Faces means every face of a cube will be represented in terms of 100 or 001 or 010 or 1 bar 00 etc., which I told you while talking about the planes, crystal planes in our previous lectures. So a face of a cube is represented with this particular HKL value. If you think this is one cube, this phase will be represented with 100, and therefore HKL values can be taken, although it is not mentioned directly. From the data, from the idea that they have mentioned, for example, determine the spacing between planes parallel to FCC cubic lattice phase. So this is the hint given in order to identify that HKL is 100. And now you can calculate density. Density is given, you find out A from this equation. On rearranging, A cube will be equal to Nm by Na. M is given, that should be given, substitute as 58.45. Na is also given, substitute it. Small n for FCC, the number of atoms per unit cell should be taken, that is how much? 3 plus 1, 4. N should be 4 here. It is not given, mentioned in this problem. N should be taken as 4. Number of atoms per unit cell. Here unit cell given is FCC. Therefore, number of atoms shared per unit cell is 4. For that should be taken. In case BCC is given, N should be 2. If it is simple cube, that small n must be 1. So we have discussed it in our previous lectures. Here you substitute the given values. Of course, all the values are in CGS system, gram per centimeter cube. If you convert this into kg per meter cube, you have to take this in terms of kg mole. Then this becomes 10 power 23 molecules per kg mole, and then only you can substitute the values and solve. Otherwise, if you want to take all values in CGS itself, no problem. You substitute the values given here as it is, and so that you will get A value. And that A value has to be substituted in this equation to get the answer, since HKL values are known. And the first order Bragg reflection occurs when a monochromatic beam of X-rays of wavelength 0.675 into 10 power minus 10 meter is incident on a crystal at a glancing angle of 4 degree 51 minute. What is the glancing angle for third order Bragg reflection to occur? That is the question. So given values, first order, that means n is 1. So don't have the confusion between the small n taken here and that small n taken in this previous problem. In this equation, small n represents the number of atoms per unit cell, whereas in this problem n represents the order of diffraction. So if you are aware of the theory properly, it's not a problem to differentiate between such parameters. When a monochromatic beam of wavelength is given, and glancing angle, that means theta, is given. What is the glancing angle for third order Bragg reflection? That is when n is equal to 3, what is theta value? So in the solution, use this basic equation, calculate d, because theta 1 is taken here. In the place of theta, you take theta 1 value itself. N is first order, n is equal to 1, lambda is known, find out d. Then in the second part, same equation, I am taking n lambda equal to 2d sin theta 3. So sin theta 3 is equal to n lambda by 2d. Here in this case, since it is the third order, n should be 3. So by substituting n is equal to 3 here, lambda value, given value here, and d calculated from the first equation, you can get theta 3 to be 14 degree 39 minute 45 second. So these are a few problems